for the 0 of you watching this, hey guys, welcome to my new Let's Play, Shadow the Hedgehog. Yeah, Shadow the Hedgehog. Obviously a very universally hated game. I don't really know anyone besides my brother who actually likes this game. But I like this game, it's fun. As you saw in my top 5 Sonic games, it was one of the higher ones. Just because, you know, it's a really fun game. And you might be wondering why I didn't do Sonic Heroes before this. That's because I haven't actually beaten Sonic Heroes before. Just because the Chaos Emeralds are really difficult to get. And it's not really that fun to me. But yeah. You might be wondering why this is my weekend project, because this is going to be my weekend project and not my standard project. Well, that's basically because, as you can see here, there are actually several paths you can take in this game, and I'm actually going to be doing, well, first, in the first 5 weeks, I'm going to be getting all 5 of the endings. As you can see, there's 5 final levels. I will be going to all of those final levels, but I will not, and then after I beat all of those final levels, I'll go into the select mode, and then play all of the remaining levels that I haven't played in my 5 different paths. So, yeah. As you can see from here, there are a lot of different paths you can take. I wonder if there's probably someone who has, like, every single path possible. And to you, that is pretty freaking crazy. But yeah, let's get started with the new game. And obviously there's going to be a little story, so I'll be quiet.
Shadow the Hedgehog. Why does that name haunt me? It's the only thing I can remember. And that gruesome image.
That's not an image, that's a memory.
Maria! Who am I? And why can't I remember anything? And who is this Maria? Look how pathetic they are. I don't have time for these humans.
As you can see, the day of reckoning will soon be here. Find the 7 Chaos Emeralds and bring them to me as promised.
Who are you? How do you know I'm Shadow? And what are you talking about? What was that all about? If he says he knows the truth about who I am, and like it or not, I have to believe him. The only way I'm going to get the secrets to my past is to get those Chaos Emeralds.
So, yeah, that's basically the story. Pretty strange story, I know. Very awkward. But, yeah, in this first run, this is obviously going to be our standard run. This I'm going to be doing all these standard missions, not going hero or dark. By the way, I'll show you. As you can see, in each mission there's a dark mission, a standard mission, and a hero mission. Later on, you'll find missions that are with only 2 objectives. Like I think there's 1. Most of the ones are hero and dark, but sometimes there's ones where it's dark and hero, or dark and neutral, and sometimes it's hero and neutral. Those are really rare.
Somewhere in this city.
But yeah, In this first level of Westopolis, we are going to be... I will skip this in the later videos, but there are 3 objectives in this level, so I will show it 3 times. But on the 4th and 5th runs, I will skip this because we'll just be doing the same thing. But yeah, as you can see, here is a checkpoint. But there's 6 checkpoints in each level, and you can warp between them. But here is the reason why people don't like the game: guns. You can actually grab guns and use them as weapons. But as you can see here, here's Sonic, and he is telling us what the goal of the hero mission is. It's to kill all of the black creatures. I forget their actual name, or they actually said it in the story yet. But yeah, I'm obviously not going to be doing that. I'll be doing that later. So I'll try to. But here you have to kill them to break open this and get a first Chaos Emerald. I don't know why you get a Chaos Emerald here. And here is Doom's Eye. Doom is, of course, he's the character at the beginning, but he's having this eye. I don't really know, like, what is up with the eye. So, So yeah, it's a pretty standard level, but there's explosions that are happening all the time. Those can't hurt you, obviously, and it's pretty difficult to avoid them. And there's another reason why the game is disliked: cursing. As you heard. Oh, and by the way, the evil mission is to kill all the gun units. But Shadow works alone in this mission, so he's not gonna follow by anyone. Yeah, Shadow, when he gets hurt, he curses. I don't really know why. I guess just to make him more edgy. I guess, because this is, you know, Shadow's game, and, you know, his epic story arc and stuff like that. Take that, gun. You're a gun. Whoa. Ah, timing! Casper, go away. I'm gonna kill this guy to get his gun. You press X to swap guns out. B is shoot, by the way. Yeah, I have no idea why Shadow curses in his, when he dies or gets hit or whatever. This part's pretty cool. You can this is really rare, but you can flip over objects to kill enemies. But sometimes you don't know what you're going to be killing, and if you're doing like the hero mission, you might kill some allies. But something kind of ridiculous is, like, if you're on the good side and, you know, killing the Black Doom's minions. Spoilers. You'll still be attacked by the gun units. They don't know you're working for. You see, like that. I think that was a gun unit that just shot me. But yeah, I think if you're doing I think it's just bad programming, not that they don't know what you're doing. They couldn't tell anyway. I think it'd be pretty far ahead of the GameCube's limits. And by the way, I'm playing this on the GameCube. There is a PS2 version, Xbox. But here we go. That's the end of the level.
And exterminate the humans first.
And that's our first level. Westopolis.
The emeralds,
And the neutral mission. And that's our score. Time bonus is basically going to be your entire score of this game. I don't know why, like in Sonic Adventure 2, the score was definitely a factor. Like, if you lost all your score, you were definitely getting a D or an E rank, depending on how late in the level you were. But in this game, you can still salvage it if you die, just because the time score is like 99% of your score. Here's my story.
The black aliens have hit 6 major cities around the world, and every city is reporting significant damage and casualties. Among them, Westopolis has received the heaviest casualties due to its weakened defense system. Downtown Westopolis has been almost completely destroyed. Unconfirmed sources have also reported seeing a black hedgehog in Westopolis.
Shadow? Deploy the troops now! And if you find Shadow with the black aliens, then kill them all.
But sir, isn't Shadow on our
I
side?
gave you an order, soldier. He's evil and he's the enemy. You can't fool me, Shadow. This time, you're mine.
Oh yeah, it seemed like Shadow has a enemy, the General, and by the way, I don't think it was spoilers that they're Black Doom's minions, because if you have Black Doom following you and you kill one of them, they'll say, "What are you doing? They're on our side," or whatever.
Disobeyed me, Shadow.
No one tells me what to do. I have my own reasons for collecting the Chaos Emeralds.
You really don't understand the situation here, do you? Perhaps Professor Gerald has done more to your memory than I imagined.
The Professor?
Strange that you don't remember your maker.
What'd you say?
Silence. The ramifications of your disobedience will be severe.
Alright, now on to our next level. What's this called again? Glyphic Canyon? Glyphic... whatever. Something other.
Oh, where am I? Whoa, I guess I underestimated his powers. There's definitely something going on out there. Now it's up to me to find out what they're up to.
Alright, so here's Glyphic, or is it Glyphic Canyon, does it say? I don't think it says. I think it was, I don't know, I don't even remember. This level is pretty crazy. It has a lot of enemies at times. And here's our favorite character. Not, okay, he's my favorite character. He's one of my favorite characters. Knuckles. He's on your side. And something he will do is or something all the, like, you know, character people will do, is they'll attack units. Like, if he's near a black arms, I think that's what they're called, he'll attack one. Thanks. He'll try to attack them sometimes. And a little Easter egg, just like Sonic the Hedgehog 2, if you plug in a second controller, you can control them. But there's another two-player mode, so it's not like, you know, really obvious in the back of the box. Like, two-player, this is no two-player, you must have to... But you can't do that with, like, you know, Black Doom's eye. It won't work, just because he doesn't do anything. Yeah, Knuckles. Yeah, you have to run into that, but of course we're not going to work with Knuckles, because Shadow works alone.
They're lying in there. Get him!
Here you have a Shadow box, I don't remember what they're called, but it has a picture of Shadow on it, and it actually has a lot of guns. These guns are not actually here the first time you come by, but by beating certain stories, including the last story, you unlock different guns for that box. Black Doom, go away. And there's stuff like a big rocket launcher, a big sword. There are swords in this game, by the way. And there's I think there's an Omo Chow gun, which is pretty funny. I think that's gotten by the semi-hero... I hate this part. By the semi-hero story. Just saying. I think the katana's gotten by the very evil one. I don't really remember. I don't think it... If I'd have to restart a whole game to actually, you know, play it and remember.
Shoot him!
But the gun I have now, that I like to call it the Shadow Rifle, because it kind of looks like Shadow. You get that by beating the last story, and it's a very powerful gun. I think it can take out almost anything in one shot. Take him down in one shot! Whoa, my head's spinning! Here, if you couldn't tell by now, if you press X, you can light dash just like in the other games.
I can see what's around me by moving the C-stick.
These locked doors, something interesting about them is that they are only unlocked if you collect 5 keys in the level. and they transfer over to your different playthroughs.
I can use the control stick to ascend and descend. Holding down the A button will let me fly.
And I'm not going to be getting all those keys, nor am I getting all A ranks, just because both of those are pretty difficult tasks. But here we have a little flying segment with this bird. You'll see this bird like, I don't know, 3 or 4 times. I think if you take the other route, the one without the keys, you can get on another one of these and do a different flying segment. But usually unlocking the keys doors will get you like items or something. I don't think it's ever required to get all of them to get each mission. Because I think getting each mission correct, or winning each mission, is most people's first priority. More gun soldiers. Not gonna kill them. Yeah, Knuckles, go away.
Somewhere in this wasteland.
There's another shadow box. I could have gotten more ammo for my shadow rifle, but man, I probably don't need it. Your homing attack is actually pretty useful. As I said in my top 5 list, you will probably complete the entire game without using a gun. I actually got that wrong. There's one segment where you... First death, dang it, where you have to use a gun to pull out a platform, I think. That's a special, like, sucking gun. Okay, get close to each other, come on. Thank you. Use the X button to slide under these things. That'd be a good idea. A slide under these things. I think we're actually really close to the end of the level. There's more black arms. I have 5 rings. I forgot I lost all of them. Let's just get that checkpoint for the extra rings. And there's our yellow Chaos Emeralds for the win. Peace. No, not peace. Something.
I take orders from no one.
See?
I do as I decide.
Shadow works for himself. I got 50 score. Like, okay, I at least got a B rank. I don't think your score for your, well, that's something I should explain. Like, defeating, different enemies will, or doing certain things will, give you certain cutscene. I'll explain this in the next part.
Mr. President, we've received a report from the Central Information Agency. Our ground troops have successfully pushed back the black aliens from Westopolis. We've also managed to suppress enemy forces in 5 other cities. There's also reports that the CIA's mainframe has been compromised. We're investigating the incident now. It is a strong possibility that this was also committed by the black aliens.
Tell the commanding generals that the United Federation will never surrender to terrorists.
Yes, Mr. President.
This planet was once safe from tyranny and annihilation by you 2 heroes. Now mankind must protect this peace at all costs. We must stand united to defend our world against these invaders.
I don't think that president's actually supposed to be parodying any other kind of president. Like, he doesn't look like Bush, and obviously Obama wasn't around this time, so maybe it's like some past president I have no idea about. But, yeah, sorry, I have to get to this cutscene and kind of go to the 3rd level, but nothing I can really do about that. Because, you don't have editing.
I wonder if there are any Chaos Emeralds around here.
I wonder if those are screenshots from Sonic Adventure 2 from the Dreamcast or GameCube.
That's right. I somehow escaped. Was then captured by those humans. But from where? And why?
I'll see you guys in the next part for Prison Island. Later.